Desperate search in the Atlantic is underway as their oxygen will soon run out.
With respect to the noises specifically,
why should we pass a law imposing tax on sanitary pads?
Adafo Jumadiye no Joba trend aha Joba Aba TV edin no sign edin da so breakthrough na adwase wa ampafo bracketu metena sena meje makonya say dia na ensem a ekoso wiase afana nyina na ya boa no say yede eba besomo Jumadiye no meka wo senyumakuo bi na so masene Obuoba village and apartment o pepe papa ada adwojo ho a Foni echem poko ase amanfrom krampompuni mantamu na abeda adwojo hu ye pa omo standard room executive room say rooms no dey edoso be aya no so efeyie okompa wampo woni beje na obe release stress kama pa 24 hours internet ejinane na so bia besa wo ye no internet ni so bia obetimi aye enti bomode ane frɛ empanifo ewo number no egu screen ase ofa na wa frɛ empanifo no biaye no poko ase amanfom kai na ekọ na ekọdwojo ho ewo honom afi apema ankunu ene dumienu mu mechira 1912 ena atorenchem kese bi si wo wiase a ene se ship kese enam nsuo so a emu bumienu a eye Titanic ekogu ensuo ase na biaye no akoye tourist attraction ankofo ko ho eye sikafo a ewo wiase ko ho ekohwe sede ade ne sitie ene ehu se eyampa pa se ade ne si yampa na wosa ensem ene na nsenya kwasi ada etwa mu yi eye enipakuo bi a wo mo so ko so wo so ko hwe se Titanic ship no ewo hono mankasa wo mo fu eye Sabmarine na nipakuo a ekoye no na eye former soldier a owo France and din ede Paul sa enso na richest man in Pakistan and din ede Shazada Dawood one ne ba Suleiman na omoka nipadom no ho omoso ekoye no na founder of Sabmarine ankasa na ono nso so eka ho bi asam no esi wa America abrochimemu se si amene okasa die Coast Guard wo ma wo mo hye biaye no so ema obi pese wo kọ nsuo na se ekohwe Titanic ship na otimi ekoho no amane eba wo mo dia beto dwane se wasenka nkwade etwa mu nka wo se nkrofo wo mo kọ omo fa Sabmarine no eko nsuo na se no wo mo ba esa entoto ya omo ye no ne mfra mo de ma wo mo no e na nsa pe na omo de ema wo mo enso bepim saamre omunya ehu entete bia na omo nte wo mo enka na nkitawudi e wo se nka omunya efri nsuo na se no so no wo mo enya san nkitawudi a akoye ani bresempa ewo America abrochimemu ewo no ma enya asanketua
Titanic sub that charges tourists $250,000 to view the famous shipwreck is still missing. Here is the list of people in the submarine. British billionaire Hamish Harding was on board as a mission specialist. He wrote that due to bad weather, the expedition was likely to be the first and only manned mission to the Titanic in 2023. Last year, Harding traveled to space with Jeff Bezos' company, Blue Origin. Stockton Rush is on board as the founder of Ocean Gate, who provide the luxury submarine tours. He became the youngest jet transport-rated pilot in the world at the age of 19. With him is Paul Henry Nargeolet, a former commander who served in the French Navy for 25 years. Mr. Nargeolet has led several expeditions to the Titanic site. Finally, one of Pakistan's richest men, Shahzada Dawood, and his 19-year-old son Sulaiman are also on board. Desperate search in the Atlantic is underway as their oxygen will soon run out.
with respect to the noises specifically, we don't know what they are. To be frank with you, the P3 detected noises. That's why they're up there. That's why they're doing what they're doing. That's why they put sonar buoys in the water. The good news is, what I can tell you is we're searching in the area where the noises were detected.
The U.S. Coast Guard says it's working with the Navy and the Canadian Coast Guard to analyze banging noises that were picked up yesterday and today near the site where this 21-foot-long submersible went into the North Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Newfoundland. 5 people on board taking a big risk by getting into the craft, all in the hopes of plunging more than 12,000 feet or 4,000 meters deep to see the wreckage of the Titanic. The vessel lost communication about an hour and 45 minutes into their 2-hour descent. The pressure at those depths is crushing, and it is possible that the vessel might have already imploded.
Everyone that's been to the sea, to the bottom of the sea in a submarine, has feared this and wondered what would happen if this happened. In one case, it would be a quick ending if the sub imploded. In another case, if you were trapped, it would be a slower ending. But in either case, I guess if you were trapped there and the air slowly running out would be just horrible. I don't like to think about it.
Experts say when the sub lost communication or encountered any other issue, standard safety precautions on these vessels should bring it right back up to the surface of the ocean immediately.
And this is what makes me really worry about the situation of the Titan submersible, is that the contact was lost during the dive, before it touched the bottom, and the submersible did not come back automatically to the surface. And this is something really worrying.
Those who have been on the Ocean Gate vessel before say they encountered issues too.
When we went down, there were communication problems on every trip I've taken. Of the 4 separate dives I'd taken with Ocean Gate, every time there was a problem with at least, sporadically communicating with the surface.
Not to mention that a CBS report revealed that the sub is controlled by a video game controller.
We run the whole thing with this game controller.
Come on! Nonetheless, a trip on the sub that is about the size of a minivan to see the Titanic's ruins costs $250,000. Whatever the banging sounds were, experts say they must be followed.
You can't ignore the banging, and you don't have time to wait to analyze the sounds exactly. So you have to assume, I think, that they're human-made, and then move equipment in that direction right now, so that if the analysis happens, then you say, okay, that's the sub, that you already have vehicles on the spot.
There might be enough oxygen on board to last until tomorrow. Until then, there is only hope that a miracle will happen.
Nti we ene dia asi e wa America brochimemu na ye nyina de mpabo ta kire se mpanimfo no beti asem de e de afri ehonom na nkitawudie bi e wo se koso e ma wo mte wo ma makosha isu na senka no so no e be koso ama bibibia ensi na wo muso benya wo fa wudie etimi apie abonten oni onyamfo abansmana baben oyemra sebedwamu tiamehene ene wakasa ode nsem bi atudwa na ene sensem a eye wura abansmana baben eka nyina ne se wo bamra sebedwamu a eka me se na nsen a ye de tabo ato eye ema emwase eso mechire sanitary pad ye de tabo ato so na eno na eye owura abansmana baben se agana amagana mutumi ya we ho sem papa enti emma mu asia so a eye sanitary pad on ba akoto no so no eno so tabo da so a eno so akoye nsem bebre wo man Ghana mu oso won ti ase de biara da enti ebe ya eye mpanimfu a wo mu wo eye mrase bedwam wo nko mutirimom na wo munyi tabo ne free so na ma no so nya wo fa wodie na asia ne sen se sanitary pad eno so yekoyi ato atwene keke no so no eno so tabo e ba beda so akoye beja ewo mrase bedwama endei obia e kire na adwen ewo ho.
My attention was drawn to it already. Why should we as members, honorable member, why should we pass a law imposing tax on sanitary pads? This is unconscionable. It's a cardinal sin. The House shouldn't have allowed it at all. This House shouldn't have allowed it. You know the impact of that law on the human resource development and on the development of this country. It's immeasurable. That is why I suspended sitting and had to attend to them. I have a copy of the petition, and we have to take immediate action to prevent whoever is the minister proposing that thing to take it off. The next budget, it must not appear, it cannot be a tax. Please, I take a very serious view on this matter. It was even raised at a forum in Tamale. Why?
Mpanimfo mu bebi say konfo bone si kroma otemu bi ebe amebu nyina na se kire ene ne nkyirase nyina ne say ukopiem ewa atwoma nwa beja south a ononyamfo Emmanuel Ajanhwere ona yemrahye bedwani ewo honom ene wakopiem ewo ne pesua ne baako so ewa atwoma nwa beja south na abusua sedie edom ne adehye honom esi pan tutuo paa no enya asem ketwa adehye honom ekire mu a omo say eye bridge bi honom adabie kofa esan e de ba ho ye ne de ba enye nsuo to a na se wa anhwe yie amane obeto wo bridge no eho no wo ma ka eye ononyamfo Ajanhwere wo bu nwagu na suma se so fa ho asem kura enkom na hye bedwom no maka na abato beba de a ene no odimika aba ho se eto abane we ya oti do ene ona ekro no na enen ne wabo awura eye mpesa no so baako se okwakoye campaign wo na se de omusi bom tutuo no se nya agu akwa posifuo na de omani akire mu ho no ma ansha nkenti asempa na ene ansha nkempem senka ambulance de baba befa ne funu ewo eye mpesua no so se me so bi bebo pa mu osunu wa fo wan kan ye me de ka posifo no nko a wo munyai me de adehye ne be ne bi mu fanya no enti se nka me se bedofo nyina se nka yi o mu se ya me gidi se ko mu nyina be suasua de afri ho abatu oduru dia ene na maba ene na campaign ahodo ene mo be che mo be che credit mo be che wei sa abatu no twam se wom ene na o tiro mo dwane ene Emmanuel ko Ajanhwere wa hu de aye wo next time no so oba biemu pa se kwanya aba ma oba biemu a megidi so obehwe wo yi abusua aha Joba Aba TV jumadie no Joba trend medical kai wo say wo subscribe and like it na wa share jumadie bi ebekoso bia no de ebekoso wo wiase afa na nyina anya wo man so nko a ye de bebro me da se bebre